Hi, Sarah Beck here. Today I want to talk about the sex gender inversion that we see on TV and in Hollywood, and also which is very common in secret society because they believe in their beliefs where they are having the both genders in one person, they are closer to their God, which is Baphomet God. Those knowledge are kept very secret because that's why we call them secret society. Only people who are members are allowed to access the knowledge in a way very explicit. However, with the internet, with the media, with the TV, a lot of people were sharing and a lot of knowledge, doing a lot of research, and also noticing weird things. For me, I've been noticing since the 90s that almost every woman I see on TV, whether a news anchor, an actress, a singer, most of them, like more than 90% of them, they have very masculine features. When I say masculine features, I say many of them in one woman because it could happen that some women could have one or two features, that are a little bit more masculine depending on their, genetics. But when you find too many in one woman and you start to question, you know, the most common that we see in Hollywood are women with huge wide shoulders, with huge jaw line, big skulls, very trainy, very masculine voice that goes a little bit deep. And we notice that when they laugh. Also big hands, very bony, and also the structure of the bones. Those are how they walk. They walk like a soldier. Because here I have a picture. Sorry, I was not sure I was recording my screen. So here I was saying I have a picture of a man and a woman. This is just to start with. We can see that men have wider shoulder comparing to their hips. They go a little bit wider. Women are straight. You can see this bone here of the hips. They don't go, shoulders don't go like that. And also here, this bone here, you see this little one here. It goes straight in a man and it goes all the way till the shoulder here. When they are very skinny, we can see this bone going all the way up here, as we see in many women in Hollywood when because they have to be skinny for a woman, and they were born a man. So we can see this bone here going all the way up here and going a little bit straight. For the woman, it goes a little bit in a V angle. It's not that prominent and it doesn't go all the way on the top. Also, we can see that the arms are very long. Here we can see it goes a little bit almost to the navel. The elbow. Compared to the woman, it goes just under her breast area. So when you see women in Hollywood, they have a long arm. You see it just from here sometimes. Those are the structure, the bones are different. And also when they are straight, standing straight like this, their hands, they go all the way to mid thigh. See, his hands end up like almost close to his knee. Comparing to the woman, it's usually ends up like in this area, this bone here, pubical bone, I guess I would call it like that. So her arms doesn't go all the way closer to her knee like the man. So if this person was a tiny man, his arms would be all the way here, like this man. So that's why man has, when we see them from afar, they have shorter legs comparing to women, because women have shorter arms, so it gives the impression their legs are longer than in proportion to their height comparing to men. That's why a lot of men, man to women transition, they need heels, so they give them the impression to have longer legs. Also, this bone here, it goes very Q angle because woman has a womb and man does not have a womb, does not carry babies. So woman has like a pocket here, the bones are larger here, larger hips, but then this bone has to go all the way like an angle. Comparing to man, he doesn't need this area to be larger, so the bone goes a little bit straight, like in this picture over here. So we call it the Q angle. And also how a woman walk and a man walk, it's different. You can see that the woman walks like towards the exterior. She put her legs toward the exterior, versus man walks like a soldier. The legs are thrown straight ahead the body. So there are so many things. Here we have also the face. Usually a man has a bigger skull to comparing to a woman, so you can see it's bigger here from the eyes area all the way to the top. This area is larger than a woman's skull. The eyes are wider because of the nose proportion, so you can see the eyes are bigger and wider. Also the nose bone is larger. It doesn't have to be a huge nose, but it's just the bone structure. The jawline is going all the way straight, all the way from here straight like a line, like a vertical line, comparing to oval here in a woman. And also this area here, the cheekbones here, they go a little bit outward, giving like the face a little bit larger here. Comparing to women's face, this bone is less prominent, giving a small face. And also the teeth, man, in the front teeth are slightly larger, bigger than a woman. The jawline here as well, it's more oval here. Here's more square-ish. So many things. If you can also see from the side, a woman's face goes straight like that. No brow bone here. All the way from here goes all the way straight. Comparing to a woman, to a man, it goes a little bit outward like this. More aggressive shape, you know. For me, before I go into details like this, here you can see female, male, the skull is bigger, here's smaller. This bone here goes all the way down and straight, comparing to this one is more oval. The face is more straight compared to this one. For me, before I started to notice these details, it's like my feelings. You feel the vibe. You feel that vibe, that the person you're looking at, it's not really a real woman. And the stare, the look and the stare of a man is not the stare of a woman. I'm gonna show you some pictures here. So it goes both way in Hollywood, because they put men, boys, the one who were born boys, they give them female hormones to stop growing and be tiny men, and vice versa for the women. For the girls, they make them appear like men, so they are very big women. So I'm gonna show you an example here. So they do that because they worship, they are Luciferian, the secret society. They have satanic religion, and their Baphomet is all the time a man, very bony man, long arms with breast, you know, and the moon sign with all the rituals they do, the wings, the fallen angel as above, so below, you know. So this is what they worship. God knows what they do, because we don't know. You need to be a member of that society to know everything, or to do a lot of research. And once you are a member of that society, the instruction is you cannot talk about them to others. So no one from them is going to expose what they are doing. So only people, outsiders, doing research and suspecting and sharing knowledge between us, we are trying to figure this out. So this is secret society, the symbol of occultism, the horns. That's why they sign the fire, the red. So all the time it has to be, so this one has muscular shoulders and arms. This one is a man with breast, okay? This one is the opposite, is small arms, tiny arms, not very muscular, not a lot of shoulders, mostly women here, and no breast. So they have to have both genders in one person. If a person was born a male, they have to be a woman. If a person was born a female, they have to be a man. So this is how to do it. However, the DNA at the cellular level, it's gonna be, someone was born a male, it's gonna stay a male. Someone was born a female, it's gonna be a female. This is how inverted, the inversion of their religion. So everything is inverted, everything is upside down. The good is bad, the bad is good. And that's how all the suffering, that's how they manage to create the destruction, the moon, you know, the serpent. This is the symbol that you see in big pharma and all insurance companies and medical companies and hospitals. The eagle, you see that in cups, badges, and government. You see those colors, you see that, you see the orange, you know, all this it's from them. The secret society secretly guide and rule this world that we are in. That's no secret anymore. We are in a satanic earth. It is what it is. All we can do now is to figure out what's going on. And this pandemic is going to bring a lot of things to the surface. I am sure of that. it's gonna be a long, long battle between bad and good. We need to buckle up for that, and we need to just continue. Knowledge is power. Continue to do your research, open your mind, don't be shocked. And here we go. This is Jesus. They are the one who made all the books. They inverted everything. When something is good, they will tell you it's bad, and vice versa. The science as well. So no one in their society will come up to us and tell us what they are doing, what they are worshiping, the hidden religions and everything, the hidden history of human race. They know all that, and they keep that knowledge secret because they are manipulating the rest of the world to their benefit, and their benefit is money, is power, is deception, destruction. This is how they enjoy their life, to see that they are deceiving. More someone is deceiving, more they are going to receive an award of some sort, you know. And okay, I'm gonna give you some example of what they are doing. And you see the inversion in Hollywood, the couples that you see, most of the time the woman is the man and the man is the woman. I'm not saying the woman that you see still man. Sometimes they do surgeries, sometimes they don't. That's why there is a lot of homosexuality, because they like men who can also dress as women. We see those mostly in reality TV, like housewives and stuff like that. They do have more men dressed as women than they do have women that they were born men, but they somehow fully transitioned to be a woman. So let's see if I can give you some example here about yeah, this is why a woman has wider hips, because she has a womb. She needs to carry a baby. A man does not need to carry a baby. It's not wider, the hips are narrowed. So, and that's what we see in a lot of men in Hollywood. They have wider hips because they have the bone structure to carry a baby. Although they are men now, but they still have this structure here. Let me see. I saw something here very interesting. What is it? A second here. I am confused in my computer. I just bought this computer. Yeah, I want to show you something. Usually when you see here, this one is very interesting, because when you see a man and a woman from a side, they don't have the same structure. A man's back goes straight, all the way straight till his butt, because there is no womb, so they have to go all the way straight. It gives the impression of a long straight back, and the butt is a little bit, in the bottom at the end of it. The woman has this angle that put her butt a little bit towards the exterior, because she has to carry the baby, otherwise her back is gonna break. So she does not have a straight back like that. She has a back that goes like that, like a wave. And we can see this wave in a lot of men in Hollywood, no matter how muscular they have, no matter how much hormone, testosterone they take, because they have to take that all the time. So nonetheless, we can still see it. And I'm gonna show you here. I'm gonna shock a lot of people with if I say This couple is inverted couple. This person, Jennifer Aniston, was born a woman, a girl, and this person was born. I'm sorry. Jennifer Aniston was born a boy, and this person was born a girl. This is how they make it. So we have Hollywood full of tiny men transition to women, and huge girls, women transition to men. I'm gonna demonstrate that to you because here from afar they seem normal, right? And this couple here, because everybody has different story in Hollywood. Some people they had like normal growth till they were teenagers and then they started transition. Some people started transition before puberty. These people, they are from high society families. Don't believe the backstories they tell you on TV. Someone is poor and they were discovered. No. It's very rare that someone is discovered and they have to pay an arm to have a high price for that to get into them. But these people are the same. They were born in very high society, secret society. They are worshipping. Their religion is Baphomet. And they did that to them from early age. So Jennifer Aniston, she technically grew up as a woman, as a girl. Probably she doesn't even remember having, male parts, but her structure is still a male structure, and her DNA, her cells, every tiny bit of her is a male feature. And also they gave them to stop the growth, to keep them shorter. That's why we see a lot of short male like Ariana Grande. And Brad Pitt is the same thing. This girl was born a girl. She transitioned by her parents and her family very early on. This person did not have her period, or even develop, breast, because they got him very, very early. And I can show you also another video, some people, men in Hollywood, that did not get earlier and they are very visible to see. However, I will still show you that. So here's Brad Pitt. You can see here early. This is 20 years ago. He was in his 30s because now he is in his 50s. You can see how he's very in shape, very muscular, and still he does not have Adonis belt that men have. They don't need to be this muscular to show this bone here. He does not have this bone. Later on, they do the surgery to have that, and he managed to have that bone later on. I'm gonna show you here. This picture does not show much, but I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. We need to see him a little bit naked. I'm sorry, but that's the only way. Okay. Here is Brad Pitt naked. So we can see this angle here, but it's hidden by his arm. You can see this angle. His butt is going outward like the picture I showed you here. This angle here. Okay. What is it? Okay. You can see it a little bit here. This person transitioned early on. That's why it's difficult to see that he was born a female. He has short arms. His arms do not go all the way here like a man. They stop here like a woman. The proportion. Okay. Other than that, we cannot see much in this picture. I'm going to show you more here. Let's see. Okay, so this one we can see him with his kid when he was still with Angelina Jolie before their separation. You can see his back is slightly going angular here. You can see that. You can see this shape. And he is very muscular and he is all the time in shape. We never see Brad Pitt fat, and still we can slightly see it here. If you see the fat here under the belly button, this type of fat is for women. Women gain fat like this. So when he gained a little bit of fat, it was in the shape of woman's fat. His arms are still very tiny, shorter, comparing to a man in his height. Let's see what we can see here. In this picture we cannot see it except of the proportion of his arm is very short because he just very tiny face though, very tiny face, although the hormones develop a lot of male features. You know, if he started to have those hormones since he was 3 or 4 years old, you know, you can imagine he has a lot of male features. However, his eyes and he's has very female, you know. Here you can see how it's very short and nice, like a woman who's, you know, goes to the gym. Very short. Okay, tiny smile, very cute smile of a woman. Men don't smile like that, believe me. I am a woman, and if I see a smile like that, it's just too cute for a man. For me, it's just men don't smile like a woman. They smile with a big mouth, you know. Let's see what we can find here. Early on, I was finding some nice, interesting pictures. See all the time this cute face, you know, very smooth lines, although he's very developed but very smooth. And also the proportion of the hands too. A woman's hand, she has her fingers, even the tallest one is shorter than the rest of the hand. And this feature, he has this feature, the fingers are too short for a man comparing to the side of his hand. So I'm saying all this, I am not a doctor, but I know, I feel a lot of things, and I did a lot of research, and you can do the same. Here we can see that, like I told you before, because woman has this impression to have long legs comparing to her arms, and when you see a man, it, you know, it gives the impression they have shorter legs compared to their height. So when we go back here, same thing, long legs comparing to here, to the torso here, very short, everything is short, very tiny face, very, very tiny face. And I am a big fan of Brad Pitt, believe me, since the 90s when he did his come out in Thelma and Louise movie. It was impressive. And I'm not doing this because I don't like him. He is a victim of his religion and his family. So this does not take that he is a good actor or probably a good person too. I don't know. I don't know him personally, but he looks nice person. He looks very nice person. I'm just showing here for the topic of Hollywood inversion so people can wake up to what's going on. This is gonna take a lot of time to. Here you can see He doesn't have much of shoulders, although he's very in shape. They are not very developed because the bones are not the structure of a man, and his hips are larger, and he's a skinny man. A skinny man would have his hips like ending here till here if they were skinny like this, and this a little bit more developed. Okay. Let's see what else we can find. He has these bones because he was on testosterone for very early age, so his bones are larger. However, the shape is the shape of a female person. They go a little bit down, they go down here and they don't go up on the shoulders. Very, very close eyes set to each other. There is not much space for a nose here, like I showed you before. Very close, very tiny nose, very tiny face. The face usually for a woman goes inward, it goes all the way to the center, all the way to the center. And for a man, it goes outward, it develops outward. So it's very tiny ears, nice hair line, the line of a woman. A woman should have a lot of hair, very this hourglass shape, not very structured and muscular. They do that because they want a man confuse people. They want a man be very attractive to both men and women. And they did because seriously, we thought that this person was very handsome, and he is handsome, but at the same time, this is a female. So people would say, wow, and even men would be attracted to him, unconsciously, because the stare is not the stare of a man. A man stare very directly, very harshly. A woman stares very diffuse, is very soft, it's very soft stare. Let's see if we can see. He never stares harshly like a man, like focusing. He stares very cute, lazy look, and this can be confusing for a lot of men to see a man looking like a woman. This bone is going here like a V shape. Let's see this one here. And that's why they can move a little bit like a female. They can pose like a female because they did not learn early on how to pose. Look how it's bending here. He was not very muscular here, so his shoulders are bending like a woman's shoulder. See, it's bending, it's very smooth. Even the hands are very loose, not like a man's hand. They are very tight and very bony and muscular. So I can go on and on. I will not have enough time to go over Jennifer Aniston to show you her male features. There are so many couples. There are so many couples in Hollywood like that. It's just insanity. It's just insanity how this has been going on and people have no idea. Look at the stare. Don't tell me you are staring at a man. The hair is the hair of a woman too. Let's see here. Yeah, guess who is the woman and who is the man? Insanity. Everything has to be inverted. Everything. Bony hands, long neck, Adam's apple, square jaw, huge skull, and I can go on and on. She has long arms too. Anyhow, I'm gonna end it here. Here we can see in this picture, this angle here, this one here, we can see it on him here. See how his back is going down, and this one has her back going straight down, her butt is going down, shorter legs, but he does not have that. This is the inversion in Hollywood. Insanity. See how these bones are going down? These two bones. A man has a bones that goes a little bit straight here. He has his bones going down. Let me show you if we can find some of that. Here I'm talking about. These bones are going on a V shape, and they stop here for a woman. And he has larger bones because he has been on testosterone since he was very young, you know. And although he is very muscular, he does not have muscular here because women, they don't have a lot of muscles here. They cannot develop a lot of muscles. Here is almost nothing, no muscles here. And this V-shape bone, very, very weak shoulder here, you know. And you see the shape here again, because this person has a womb. This belly button is a little bit lower. The fat here like a woman, although he's very in shape here. You can see this curve here. This is a female curve. A man doesn't have this curve when you look at a man from the side. Just go to the beach and look at normal men and women, and you will see what I'm talking about. Let's see what else. You see the shape here, it goes like that. Same picture. Very short arms. His elbow goes just right here, doesn't go long. This bone really is the red flag, because for men it goes all the way up here with developed shoulders. Probably he has some surgery here or something to take the fat out of his breast. The guy is very, very skinny, and he has this shape here. You see it? It doesn't go all the way straight. He does not have Adonis build here. He has going all the way down the muscles and no muscles in this area, because it's very difficult for a woman to gain muscles here if she's not a man. They gain more fat easily, they take the fat out. Very short arms, hips larger, or the size here. Yeah, we love Brad Pitt, he's a good actor. Look, here you can see the shape, the hourglass shape. The hips, the hourglass, short arms. Anyhow, I'm gonna end this video here because it's gonna be too long if I go over Jennifer Aniston. Let me know if you wanna go over her. I'm gonna show you all the details, hidden details, you know. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.